Be showcasing another build of mine. This is more of a, I guess it can be a PvP. I like it in the conflict, but it can also be a PvE build. It works really well in PvE. So this one, I call it my kind of armor on kill build. You remember the old Nomad build, how, you know, you used to get that armor back? Well, this is kind of how this one is. And now I'll show you, we're using a gunner on this one. So we'll come over here, specialization table, and I'll show you a little bit of how this build is. So like I said, we got the gunner on this one, and really the main reason for that is going to be the armor kit. It grants you another 50% bonus armor, as well as you killing enemies grants you 10% more armor as well. So that's a big benefit. We're going with the obviously SMG damage and rifle damage, and really that's just because that's what I decided to run. Um, I still haven't maxed this one out, but once I max it out, you can see there's a few more that'll be added to it. So let's jump into the build, guys. Like I said, welcome into the channel. So I picked up this apartment a couple of weeks ago, and it had a really high base damage. I was really impressed with it. So in the PvE world, we're doing 23.1k damage. It's got perfectly measured on it. Allegro is what I rolled on it, and then everlasting. The way I have it modded out is I got a mini reflex sight, which gives me 5% crit chance. Laser pointing another 5%, and then flash hider gives me critical hit damage. 20 round mag on it. And then secondary is going to be the merciless, and I'll kind of explain to you why that is. That last talent there is really the main reason why, because we got spark on our backpack. But let's jump into it. I'm running a 2-piece True Patriot for that 10% total armor. We got 11% critical hit chance, and then we got one offensive mod slot on there. And then the Wyvern, or I'm sorry, Badger Tough, guys. So the Badger Tough, you can see when you have a 2-piece, that gives you 15% total armor on kill. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get as much total armor on kill as I can. And remember, this build is kind of just a template for y'all. You know, I'm sure there's more better pieces out there, but as far as what I've gotten so far, this is what I've been able to get. So this is a perfectly unbreakable. I don't have it active. I really don't need it active. It's mainly just for that 2-piece, like I said. It rolled with 8% total armor and that 24,000 armor. So I rolled a decent little weapon damage mod on it, or weapon damage attribute. I got another offensive mod, and then you can see the defensive mod. And you can see the reason why I have the health mod instead of total armor or armor is because I got 4,048 armor on kills right there. So again, you know, you'll notice that throughout the build. This one, I got the holsters are the ones that roll with an actual attribute of armor on kill. So if you can find, I've seen some about 16 to 20,000 armor on kill, and so that's what I'm still searching for. But as of right now, I got 6,607, 7.5 crit chance, and then 2 offensive slots as well. It's not really a crit based build. It's more of a just really raw weapon damage. The backpack, I got 20.5% total armor along with 24,000 harden and spark. And so that spark obviously grants you another 15% weapon damage. And so every time we hit them with, because the apartment has a fast fire rate, it's gonna proc that spark because of the merciless that we have that holster talent on. And my gloves, I prefer to run an obliterate, but you can get devastating, you know, give you 5% more weapon damage. But I was so lucky to get these Sokolovs with that 10% SMG. So that's what I wanted, and then I got another 13% SMG on it. And really what I did to get that was with the technician, you can get them gloves, the motherly love gloves, and just keep going. If you know, every day I log in, I try to craft about 2 or 3 gloves and see what I get. And so I managed to get a couple of sets of the 13%. And then so I'm using the obliterate as well. That gives me 30% critical hit damage for 15 seconds as long as I deplete their armor. And then here's my second piece of Badger Tough, and give me that 15% total armor. So yeah, let's show you how it works. Really, it's really neat, this build. I really enjoy it. Like I said, in PvE, I very seldomly have to put armor kits on because of that. But we'll go with the harder, elite, and then also I'll damage myself just so that way you can see about how much armor I'll get back. So here we're gonna jump into a kill, see how we do. It might take more than a clip, but so you can see I get armor back every time. See? So, I mean, it doesn't do the best DPS, but if you think about it, you know, you get the obliterate proc, the spark proc, and you melt through enemies like nothing, really, you know. My skills that I prefer to run on this one are going to be the booster hive, just for the faster movement, and then the defender drone is what I prefer. And I also got the sidearm with the protected reload. I could switch to the orbit and get the, you know, 40% more critical hit chance and 50% critical hit damage, but I kind of just, you know, what's the chance of you switching over to the sidearm, you know, when you're PvPing? So this is the way I chose to do it. Like I said, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, make sure y'all drop a like, you know, subscribe, swing by the channel. I'll be dropping off a lot of more videos, the next update coming up and stuff. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. I really do, guys. Thank y'all.